Welcome back to AM Northwest. Yesterday, we heard the devastating news that beloved actor, writer, and director Rob Reiner and his wife Michele were tragically killed. Reiner was known to so many generations as the son of legendary director Carl Reiner, playing Archie Bunker's foil on All in the Family, and as the director of so many classic films, When Harry Met Sally, This is Spinal Tap, A Few Good Men, The Princess Bride, and Stand By Me, a movie filmed right here in Oregon. In 2014, we were lucky enough to speak with Rob and would like to share the joy of that conversation, remembering his early days in Hollywood, working with old friends, and growing up on the set of the Dick Van Dyke Show. Our next guest has directed some of America's best loved films. In his latest movie, he teams up with the Hollywood icon Diane Keaton, and he reunites once again with Michael Douglas in And So It Goes.
I used to love the slip and slide.
Well, I'm sure you did, yeah.
I'll be right out!
Okay, take your time.
Are you you're the piano player?
Yeah, Artie Burns. I play with Leah at the Oaks Bistro.
Well, what are you doing here?
Well, I came here to pick her up.
Well, you mean on a date?
Yeah.
No, you're not her type. Don't embarrass yourself.
Whoa!
And we're happy to welcome to AM Northwest the director of And So It Goes, Rob Reiner. Good morning, Rob.
Hi, Helen. How are you?
Good. So this is not the first time you've worked with Michael.
No, we did The American President together. As a matter of fact, we acted in a movie many years ago called Summer Tree when we were in our 20s.
We actually
a very unforgettable movie.
We're actually looking at a clip. We're looking at a clip right now of Summer Tree. So take us back.
Oh no, really?
Yes, really. Our boss loves this. So take us back to when you two were.
Oh my God.
Take us back then.
Well, we were in our 20s then, and it was one of those campus unrest movies in this, that took place in the 60s. It was actually directed by Anthony Newley, who wrote Roar the Crowd, and Stop the World, I Want to Get Off, and all that.
Yeah.
And it was the first time it was actually Michael's father, Kirk, produced the movie.
Oh, too funny. Because I know he said something about being one of the worst movies ever made, something like that.
Yeah, it got some of the worst reviews I've ever read of any movie.
So what is it like to work with him again in this movie that you're directing?
Well, I love Michael. He's a dear friend, and we do go back together, and we also share a lot of same life paths. I mean, we both starred in TV series. He was in Streets of San Francisco, and I was in All in the Family, and we both have fathers who achieved at a very high level, and we had to wrestle with that. So I just love Michael. He's a producer, so he's always got your back on the set. He knows what goes on, and he's gotten better as an actor. I don't know if you saw Liberace last year.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
He's absolutely incredible.
He was incredible in that movie. You're right. I love that movie. Okay, working with Diane Keaton, she is so funny. I just saw her the other day on Kelly and Michael, and she has a list of people she wants to kiss, a bucket list of people she wants to kiss.
Yes, she's like the kissing bandit. I mean, she kissed Michael Strahan on the air, and she has that list of people that she wants to kiss. Michael Douglas was on the list, and so she gets to kiss him in the movie, and she gets to check him off her bucket list.
Did you have
list.
Did you play a trick on her or surprise her with somebody in the movie? I thought I understood that maybe you surprised her with Frankie Valli.
I didn't surprise her. I mean, I had cast him in the movie, but she had no idea. I mean, she was auditioning in a scene where she's auditioning. She's a singer in a club, and he's in the background there. And right before we started to roll, I said, Diane, do you feel nervous? You have to sing in front of Frankie Valli? She said, where's Frankie? What do you mean, Frankie Valli? She had no idea he was in the movie. He was right there. And she said, that's great. Now you've made me really nervous. And I said, well, don't feel bad. I have to play piano in front of Liberace over here.
Okay, now let me ask you, as a director, is it ever strange to cast yourself in a movie?
It is. I usually don't like it because it kind of splits my focus, but I wanted Paul Schaefer, you know, who was the piano player for Letterman.
Right.
And he wasn't available. I had a very small budget. So I looked around and I found this person who would work for scale. I found myself. And, you know, anytime you can get to play a part where you wear a hairpiece that is completely undetectable, you have to jump at that chance.
I'm with you on that one. That's very funny. I want to take you back to when your dad was working on the set of the Dick Van Dyke Show. There's a great story about you and Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes, you know, and it's true, and I'm not telling tales out of school because Mary wrote about it in her book.
Yeah.
She told it on the Letterman show. But when I was 14 years old, I was madly in love with her. She was 24. She had these capri pants, these tight
I remember
pants.
those.
And my hormones were raging, and I couldn't help myself, and I grabbed her by the tush. And then she told my father on me, and you know, he called me into the office and said, you know, did you grab Mary Tyler Moore by the tush? And I said, yeah. And he said, with a big smile on his face, he said, don't ever do that again.
Thank you so much, Rob. Great talking with you.
Thanks for having me, Helen.